Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I am wonderful. And yourself?
Wonderful as well, because today is a Tuesday, and that means we have...
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Yeah, we talk to Heidi's dad every Tuesday just because we can. I always enjoy that. It's a lot of fun.
Me too. That's my favorite part of the week.
Yeah, we got a quote here from Chuck Norris. Now, there's all the Chuck Norris jokes on the internet, talking about when Chuck Norris does a push-up, he doesn't go up, the whole world goes down. Yeah, so that dude, Chuck Norris, he says, a lot of times people look at the negative side of what they feel they can't do. I always look at the positive side of what I can do. Maybe that's why he is, so amazing when it comes to all the memes online, because he's a positive thinker, Heidi.
Can do.
He doesn't think
about
the
guy.
The one thing he can't do. He thinks about all the billions of things he can do. There we go. Chuck Norris. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, the 28th day of August. Today is National Power Rangers Day. Remember those guys?
I do remember them. I never really watched them, but I remember them.
Yeah, I was a little too old for it. National Bow Tie Day. I've worn like a clip-on bow tie. I've never worn a real bow tie, but I think they're really
yes,
cool.
You have. I guess it
never,
is a clip-on with your
clip-on.
tuxedo.
Yeah, but I've never tied a bow tie. Also, National Cherry Turnover Day today, and Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day today.
Rainbow
all of those
Bridge.
things. Yeah, all of those things happening on this Tuesday, the 28th day of August.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs. But first, I'm going to give Heidi the name of a real place, and she's got to tell me if this is a rehab center.
I like this
or
one.
if this is a golf course. I'm blocking the page right now so you don't see it. I'm only going to give you one per day this week. We'll see how this goes. All right, tell me. The Ledges in York, Maine. The Ledges. Is that a golf course or a rehab center? The Ledges. What do you think?
I'm going to say golf course.
And you are correct. The Ledges is a golf course. So Heidi wins today.
You wouldn't want to put a bunch of depressed people in a
that's
place
true.
called the Ledges.
Yeah, that's probably not a good. Very true. We've got your brain on drugs coming right up.
This time of year, there are many parties, weddings, cookouts, and other events that often include alcohol. If you're drinking, be sure to have a designated driver. If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, there is help. The Addiction Hope and Helpline wants to help. If you feel like it's time to finally get the help you need, there's a toll-free number you can call, 1-800-438-0380. That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline, 1-800-438-0380, 1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. A Florida man wandering in southbound traffic on I-95 took off his clothing. The city of Miami, the police there and the fire rescue arrived not long after this disruption in traffic, all because the man had smoked too much flakka and then freaked out.
What is flakka?
Well, whatever it is, you don't want to smoke too much of it.
Flakka.
A video shows Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Melendez Bonilla peacefully detaining the disturbed man. The incident report, he had written in there that the man, quote, had a lost and confused look on his face. He said he was detaining him for his own safety. Then he got him into an ambulance for an evaluation. Later, they transported him to the Jackson Memorial Hospital. While at the hospital, the man said that he had been set up and was in his car and felt something on his lap and was choking him. and something possessed his body. Therefore, he exited the vehicle and started to take off his clothing.
Well, there you go.
Well, of course.
That makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. It's sad. But that is what happens, sadly, when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen. The Big Bang Theory was canceled after 12 seasons. Charlie, who we'll be talking to later in the program, he enjoys that show, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. He, what's the guy's name that's on there?
I don't really watch
Stewart. That's not right. Anyway,
that show.
Sheldon. He always says that our son reminds him of Sheldon, and he
Which
said,
he
"Oh,
doesn't.
you're Sheldon. You're Sheldon, Mister." And our son's like, "Yeah, you're just lucky I don't have my gun." Actress Kaylee Kuko from the show says she is heartbroken after the cancellation. Good news is, Kaylee, Hollywood has no new ideas. They're going to bring your show back in like 3 weeks.
That's
like,
so
oh, hey,
true.
the new and improved Big Bang Theory.
Everything's being remade.
Yeah. Miss America, Carla Mund, slammed her bosses on Twitter last week, calling them, quote, mean girls who bullied, belittled, and muzzled her. What?
Okay.
Not sure what's going on there. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Time now for your scoop of the day, and it's brought to you by 80sinthesand.com. Scientists say they now believe that there is ice on the surface of the moon. So that would mean that at one point there was water, or at least there's the ability to have water on the moon, if they're correct.
What do you mean they now believe? I mean, we were there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we have seen that?
Yeah, there were coolers all over the place. We didn't open them to see what was in them. It's probably got some ice in it. No, I have no idea, Heidi. I have no idea. New survey found that membership to the British nudist colonies are soaring. For some reason, that's like a cool thing again. So it was cool back in like the swinging 70s, and then it kind of got not so cool, and something is happening now where that supposedly is cool again. So
I wouldn't want to be in a nudist colony.
Nor would I.
I
Not
have
my
no
thing.
problems with nude beaches.
Yeah,
but
not my thing. A new study shows that eating a diet that is, that is low in carbs and high in protein could contribute to an early death. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Cut the carbs, eat more protein. Isn't that what they say? Well, now they're saying if you're doing that, if you're having low carbs and high protein, that can kill you early.
I don't know if you'll die. You'll just feel like you've been dead for many years because you don't get to enjoy the carbs that everybody else is eating.
Would you like some bread? I would like some bread, but I can't have any. Would you like some pasta? I would love some pasta, but I can't have any.
Can I just smell yours?
Just eat some and then breathe in my face. That's my new diet. I don't get to eat anything. I just go watching everybody else. You know what? I gotta veer off to the left here for a second, or to the right, or wherever I'm going. There's a restaurant in New York City now. I sent a thing on Facebook
you
to Heidi,
did.
where they make a meal, and it's got golden coated like wings. They're just chicken wings for $1,000.
Yeah, no thank you.
A plate of those for $1,000. And I posted on Facebook to my beautiful bride here. I said, hey, you want to go to the city and have some wings? And she, of course, said no. But I commented on there that I don't want to order the expensive wings. Here's my plan. I think we go there and we order the cheapest thing on the menu, and then we just watch other people as they eat those $1,000 wings, and then hope that we can maybe help them out if they can't finish them. Because, it looked like you're getting a lot. For $1,000?
Have you? First of all, we have more of a tinfoil budget.
Yeah,
We're
we do.
not gold
Gold
people.
Do you have like a bronze? No? Aluminum siding? Get that? That's more in my price
And
range.
have you ever seen anybody eating an order of ribs and been like, I am stuffed?
They're not ribs. They're wings.
There's
yeah.
like 2 bites
I
on
know,
each
there's
one,
not
so
much.
I don't think you're going to get any leftovers.
My plan is not very well thought out. And one last thing here. A video has gone viral of a New Jersey man paddling across the Hudson River on a boogie board. He missed the ferry, heading to his job interview. And you want to hear the really sad part? He didn't get the job. I mean,
Well,
he's a go-getter. But I suppose if you show up
Showed
all
up
wet,
all and smelled
carrying
like
a
fish.
boogie board.
But you tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's some initiative right there. That's going to do it for today's Scoop of the Day. Coming up, we've got Tuesdays with Charlie. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday, just because we can. We pick up the phone, we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, how are you doing?
A lovely Tuesday.
It is a lovely Tuesday. So, that's one of the things, even if it was a terrible Tuesday, it would still be lovely because we get to visit with you.
I just brighten your day, don't I?
You do. Every day. Absolutely. So what kind of cool stuff we can learn about today?
Idiot.
That escalated quickly.
Well, then.
Did you know that this is for fluff?
Okay.
Marrying an older man shortens a woman's lifespan.
Well, it's a good thing John is younger.
Yes.
But having a younger husband reduces it even more.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
You spoke too soon.
I did.
For a moment there, she thought she was out of the woods.
So what are you saying? Just don't get married? Is that what you're trying to say?
Pretty much. Seems to work a bit better.
Okay.
Hey, then, did you know that the inventor of the polygraph, you know what that is?
Yeah, the lie detector test, yep.
He married the first woman he ever interrogated.
Really?
Really?
It's just like, well, she told the truth. She must be okay. Will you marry me?
Huh, that's interesting.
Oh, and I bet you can't do this one, Fluff.
Okay.
18% of Americans can drive a stick-shift car.
I actually can. I'm not good at it. But I can. I had to learn in
Drive automatic.
I had to learn in driver's ed, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Sure didn't learn it from me.
No, I know I didn't. But I did have to learn. It was not pretty. But I could do it if I absolutely had to.
I've owned several manuals, so I can drive those with my eyes closed. I would probably hit something, but I could drive it.
I'd bet on Fluff not making it in a stick.
Yeah. She wouldn't even try. I had a car a couple years ago that was a stick shift. She wouldn't even try, Charlie.
I prefer an automatic. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, the U.S. military sends its doctors to Chicago to give them practice for gunshot wounds.
Oh, wow.
I bet.
And I bet they're getting a lot of practice now.
Yeah, there's a ton of that stuff. That's the place to go if that's what you need to practice. That's for sure.
Every weekend you're guaranteed 50.
Oh, yeah. Those numbers may not be accurate, but odds are pretty good you're going to get to treat one.
And then I got one last thing here for you.
What do you got?
And this is one of them, if you care, because I don't care, but somebody might.
We might.
90% of all scientists who have ever lived are alive today.
90%. So that means there are more scientists right now than there ever have been before.
There's only 10% of them gone.
Yeah, in all of history, only 10% of the scientists are dead. That means most scientists are pretty young, new, recent scientists.
Which also kind of tells you science is a fairly new thing, right? Because if only 10% are dead.
It's not necessarily a new thing. There's just more interest now than there has been in the past. That's all.
More people making stuff up.
I have a hypothesis that I would like to share. I'm a junior scientist, Charlie. What do you think of that?
You're a junior something, all right.
Hey, you ready for a question, Charlie?
Oh, you got one?
I do, yeah. I thought this was quite fascinating. What creature kills more people, or like the most people every year? And it's not sharks, by the way. What creature, what animal kills the most people every year?
I got to think on this one because I know it.
Even more than other humans. So it's not the other people.
God, I told you this once before many years ago.
That was a hint.
Bull.
A wolf? What?
Bull.
A bull.
A bull? Said. No. What are you talking about? No.
You're bull riders.
How would me buzzing being a...
He tried to give you a hint by buzzing.
It was a mosquito.
Oh, mosquito.
Well, mosquitoes don't buzz, they hum.
Oh, well, I should have hummed.
If you'd have said they they buzz, I'd have said a wasp or something.
Okay.
I was going to guess the hippopotamus.
What? No.
They're very dangerous.
They are. You don't want to smack one on the butt and run away like the guy that did it out at the zoo. That's a bad idea. But the creature that kills the most people every year is not snakes, not sharks, not even other humans. It's the mosquito.
Huh.
So,
Dreaded mosquito.
yeah, those darn mosquitoes.
Those things like me.
Swat those babies and make them go away. Well, Charlie, thank you for taking the time to chat.
We'll do her again next week. Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. I've seen those before from other countries where it's like a coin.
It's got the hole in the middle.
The hole punch in the middle?
Yep.
And I believe the reason for that is so you can use less material. They're like, well, you don't need that whole thing. Let's punch out the center. But then it would be really hard. You know, you'd have George Washington on there with a hole right in his head. That wouldn't be good. That'd be terrible.
That'd be more for Lincoln.
Heidi. Would you?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That is not even. Her name is Heidi. Heidi. You can send the complaints. Wow. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com. Time now for your grandiloquent word of the day, and it is quackerwadger. Quackerwadger. It's just funny to say. Quackerwadger. What do you think a quackerwadger is?
I don't know, but it sounds like something that would have been said on Monty Python.
It does. Quackerwodger. Quackerwadger. Or you could put a hyphen between the two quacker and the wadger if you want. It's acceptable both ways, Heidi. It is a toy in the form of a person, which moves and dances about when a string is pulled. That is a quackerwadger. Oh. But it's also, so it's like a puppet, but it's also a word used for a politician who is controlled or bought off by corporations. That person is also like a puppet or a quackerwadger.
Okay.
There you go. Quackerwadger. Today's grandiloquent word.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Time now for some weird news. A man got frustrated and he said, I'm not going to let the bursted pipe in my place stop me from getting clean. The water was cut off at his house because of the pipe that was burst. So this Ohio resident rushed outside, stripped off his clothing, and showered in the gushing water that was bursting from the water main. He spun around to get all of his parts nice and clean, held out what appeared to be a pair of shorts in his arms in an effort to keep them dry. Cody Vickers was the man's name, said that was a witness. Cody, I'm sorry. You were a witness. Witness, Cody Vickers, said the irate man said he was in the shower when workers hit an unmarked water main outside the home, cutting off the water, so he ran outside. There are photos of this bizarre scene.
Was he completely bare?
Showed the man standing under the water while two workers looked at each other with amusement. The now clean man is hoping there will be no more mishaps as the work is scheduled to continue all the way into September. So He was covered in soap, and he's like,
there's no way
no.
I would do that.
No. Maybe put the shorts on and then go do it.
Oh, my gosh. There's no way.
I just can't even imagine. That's why I've got a link to it if you're interested. That's why it's today's Weird News. Now, your moment of duh. Anchorage police are looking for a man who dumped fish heads in the woods near an elementary school. That's a bad idea. The good news is you don't have to clean up the fish heads. A grizzly bear beat you to that. The fish dumper will be facing a fine of $300 for discarding garbage that attracts animals. Alaska families regularly catch dozens of salmon, and they're urged to properly dispose of the fish parts in fast-moving rivers, ocean waters, or regular garbage disposal. This incident occurred at the Ravenwood Elementary School, and it says a summer school host spotted the man and a boy in an all-terrain vehicle with coolers, and the host found fish heads behind the school, and they were gone a day later when the bear got there. Anyway, the school security camera captured their image, so they're going to track them down. Also captured that bear getting an all-you-can-eat feast. So, bad idea. That's why this is today's Moment of Duh.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales, and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Time now for fake news or Florida. You ready for this, Heidi?
I am ready.
She gets to guess whether this is a true story from the great state of Florida or if it's fake news that's made up just to amuse everyone. See if we can trick Heidi. All right, let's see. How about this one? According to state records, after getting busted for offering an undercover cop a happy ending, Florida masseuse Mi Suk Suk Bay is in jeopardy of losing her massage therapist license. Fake news? Or Florida?
Florida. We actually read this
Did
story.
we really?
We did.
When did we read that?
We did.
I do not remember reading that. How in the world? Okay, how about this one then? Fake news or Florida? Florida man arrested in Palm Beach after police say he crashed a stolen car into a concrete wall when he was driving 100 miles an hour. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
No, it's a true story that happened in Florida. I tried to trick you by doing two true stories today. See, I'm mixing it up, Heidi. Because
yes, you are.
Here's the thing: you can't outguess what I'm going to do. You never know what I'm going to say.
You are so.
What am I going to say right now?
You are so unpredictable.
What am I going to say though? Good news is on the way.
Oh.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. I'm very predictable. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. This is actually quite a story. Comes your way courtesy of Odiva, the monthly subscription service just for the ladies. All the details at radiosavings.com. Forgiving the unforgivable. A mother worked with her daughter's killers to bring hope to a desperate community. You know how hard that would be?
How could... There's just no way I could do that.
It would be so hard. It says here, this happened 25 years ago, and Amy Beale was a bright, determined Stanford graduate who ventured to South Africa on a Fulbright scholarship to work with the anti-apartheid movement during the explosive final months. This is right before Mandela became president. She worked alongside the locals to register voters. She also longed to address the poverty of their squalid townships. She believed that economic change was critical for any meaningful transformation, and she was giving two of them a ride home when the blue-eyed blonde became a target for angry youth who just left a rally where the militants were calling for the death of privileged white settlers, and sadly, her life was taken. Well, now her mother is working with the men who killed her daughter. You know how hard that would be?
Why? What is she doing with them? What on earth?
She's trying to It says here, we did not expect to have a relationship with them, but two of the young men, after they were released from prison, saw that things hadn't changed in their community, and they wanted to help. They had the courage to come to us, to our foundation, which was bringing jobs to young people, and we admired that. That would be so tough.
Are you kidding me?
They were considered by some of their former comrades to be selling out to the all-American dollar. So what they were doing was difficult as well, but the mother has forgiven them, and she's working with them. That would be so hard. But it's an amazing story that I don't have nearly enough time to tell here. I do have a link to the good news in our show notes at johnandheidishow.com. That would be tough.
I couldn't.
It would be very hard. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.